morning. Hi, this is Trisha again, and I'm the CEO of Kicking 50. And today I want to talk about branding. But also, I want to let you know that my company is about women over the age of 50 and the daily challenges that we face in the career market, as being a business owner or being out there in the community, getting our vision and what we want to accomplish known to the world. I want to talk about branding because it is so important. And there's no coincidence that I'm wearing this brand. Not that I'm endorsed by them at all. I am not. But I want to bring to your attention the reason why I do wear this brand is because I like the comfortability, the affordability, and also the accessibility. But I'm also happy about their items and the performance of their items and how it helps me perform. I wear the sneakers, I wear all that. So they branded themselves above many other companies because of their uniqueness, but also because of others that wear these items that are influential. So let's talk about that. As a woman, we brand ourselves. We sell ourselves. As an individual, we sell ourselves. No, we're not a company per se, but we are branding ourselves to be on the market and to be marketable. So let's think about that critically, because that is a very vital and important part of what we're trying to accomplish. And how do you brand yourself? You brand yourself by your presentation, by your appearance, by your communication, by your actions, by everything about you is a brand. And there's nothing to say that you can't switch up in the middle to improve that brand. So as we start out, our brand may look a little simple or be simplistic, or it may not be appealing to everyone, but it can be the conveyance of what we're communicating could catch someone's attention. And so we work on the skills that we have already, and we enhance those skills. But as we go along the path, we acquire new skills, and then we improve upon those skills that we already possess. And now we are beginning to form that idea of the company that you want, the brand that you're trying to portray, and what you're trying to say to the world. Because your brand is everything. And let's be clear about that. Your brand speaks for you when you don't need to speak at all. Someone will say, oh yes, I know her. She spoke somewhere and she did an excellent job. And she was very approachable, personable. And there goes the formulation of your brand to the world. So when you want to brand yourselves, it is important that you use everything to your advantage and use all the things that you've acquired and all the places that you've ever worked and been an employee of, or been a supervisor, a manager, an executive of, all those things. Or even if this is your first time ever stepping out and you are not working for someone, you want to work for yourself. What do you want your brand to say? So let me just talk about how I branded my company, because I wanted to talk about the issues that women face over 50. And it wasn't relevant to me until I was 50. And then as I progressed, I kept seeing the challenges and also the successes of what we face. So wanting to brand a company that is here to listen, that is here to interact and that is here to advocate and make a change. So that is what I wanted to do with this company, and that is why I'm starting right at the forefront of my vision of helping women achieve the goals in their lives by kicking down those 50 milestones, those 50 roadblocks, by kicking down those things that are associated with women of maturity. And it could be a good association or a bad association, but we're going to work on those as we go along. But I wanted to talk about branding because it is very important that we brand ourselves accordingly to what our mission statements are, and brand them and brand ourselves in a way that we stand out and we are unique. And I know we're going to say, how can we be unique when there are so many companies that do the same things that we do? That is true. And that is why you do your research. And that is where you find your niche. And all these things are nothing new. You're all aware of these things. But if you aren't, you find what you are good at, what you've been told by others. You've been testing the waters and been getting feedback from, maybe you did a survey, maybe you did, you sat your friends down and you presented your idea to them and they told you, well, this would work, that would work. So with those things in mind, you begin to brand. So don't worry about the initial reaction that you get from yourself when you start the brand, because you're going to be so critical of yourself. And it's great to have sounding boards and others to assist with the formulation or to assist you along the way of your brand, because your brand is not going to happen overnight. You're going to do this gradually. But it's great to set specific goals for your brand. I mean, my first thing about this brand is I want to reach women that are over 50. Not saying that women at 49 and younger don't encounter these experiences, but you have to start with something that gives you a center. So then you can go forward from that. And my thing is to reach these women that are kicking 50. And these women that are 50, that are proud, that are out there making a difference and want to give back to those other women that are struggling, that are, have no, or think they have no support system. We want to do that. And that's what I want to do with this company. So I want to talk about that brand, because no one else is going to know your vision statement. No one else is going to know your vision or your inner vision statement. You have to bring that out to the world. And once you do that, now you want to know, how is it being accepted? Well, you can test that by just putting it out there. And then just like I did, I'm just putting it out here. I don't know how well it's going to go over, but this is what I want to do. And I'm going to keep doing it until I see a difference. And then once I see that difference, I'm going to forge ahead. So I'm not going to stop. No matter what happens, I'm going to keep going forward with this vision that I want to empower women of a mature age, and women that are mature enough to accept the fact that, yes, we face these challenges, and yes, we want to kick them down, and yes, we want to be that support system for other women so they don't have to go through these things, or if they do go through these things, then we can be there to assist them and help them. That is what this company is all about. So my brand, and I'm using that as an example, is to help women over 50. So that is what I'm working towards. And I would like for you to leave your comments in the below, so we can kind of converse and have a dialogue about what you think a brand should be and how you think you should brand yourselves and how have you branded yourselves and how were you successful and what were your failures? What did you learn from that? Because we can share those things with other women. I'm not going to tape over or edit this because sometimes when I edit things, it doesn't get the real meaning across, and I'm not perfect. And so I'm not going to have that persona of perfection because it's not realistic. We make mistakes. Yes, we can go back and edit. Yes, we could do this, that, and the other. But I'm currently starting at the ground floor. So I want to show the evolution of the company. And then you will probably see the next year it may be changing as far as I may go back and edit. I may have background. I may have so many other things. That's because I am trying to show that the brand does evolve over time. So and what I'm trying to do right now is encourage women that whatever you're facing, don't be ashamed of it. You have to start somewhere. I'm starting here. And I know I could do better. And I'm going to do better. But I want to start somewhere. Because if I worry about getting this right, getting that right, always being perfect, always being, looking like, the woman of success, how am I going to be reachable? And then in that same token, a lot of you won't accept me because I don't look that way, although I could. And I'm not saying that I won't, but I want to be relatable. And being relatable means that you can see something in me that resembles yourself. You can hear something that resonates. And you can feel the presence of the words and my feelings and how the emotional attachment of me going through these things and you experiencing the same things. So now we have this common ground. So branding is essential, it's important, and it's one of the most key things for you as an individual and as a company, as a business owner. As an individual, you brand yourselves and you sell yourselves. If you're going out to get a job, your brand is your resume, it's your presentation, it's your interview, it's your interaction. As a company, your brand is basically the same thing. It's how others feel about what you do and how they see your company, and it's how you make an impact on the world. So let's think very carefully about how we're going to brand ourselves, and let's get that moving. It's no matter how you start. Let's not wait until we have the perfect background, the hairstylist, the makeup artist. All those things come with time if we so choose to. So, ladies, let's get to branding. And as always, have a great day. Go forth, put your best foot forward, and conquer those challenges one at a time. Have a great day.